Hello children, how are you all? I hope you are fit and fine. Children, as you all know, we are learning general knowledge and this is our chapter number 32, that is Sport Stadia. Stadia, as you all know children, we have discussed in our previous video. This is the, you can say this is the origin from a Stadia word, stadium. So the meaning of the Stadia is stadium. Okay children, so children, we have discussed lots of stadiums that are situated in India, and today we are going to discuss children, stadiums in New Zealand. Okay, so New Zealand, as you all know children, this is the place, or you can say the land of games. So here the stadium is must. So now children, we are going to study about stadiums in New Zealand. Okay, now the first stadium that you can see in the New Zealand, that is Basin Reserve. The place is Basin Reserve and it is the Wellington. Name of a stadium is Wellington and this is situated in Basin Reserve. Okay, so let's write on the board on children. So that is really wonderful to have these type of the stadiums, because many matches we can see on these stadiums. So children, the stadiums in New Zealand, we are going to start this stadiums in New Zealand children. Okay. Okay, New Zealand. So children, I am going to write on the board also. Okay. Now children, the stadiums in New Zealand we are going to discuss children. Now here you can see many stadiums like Basin Reserve, Basin Reserve, Basin Reserve. The name of the stadium is Wellington. 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 Now the next is Jade Stadium. Jade Stadium. Jade Stadium. And this is called Christchurch. Christchurch Stadium children. This is the place is Jade. Now Maclean Park. Maclean Park. Maclean Park. It is situated at Napier. Napier children. So Basin Reserve is situated at Wellington. Jade Stadium is at Christchurch, and this is Maclean Park at Napier. Now children, Eden Park. Eden Park. Eden Park is at Auckland. Auckland. And John Davies Oval. John Davies Oval. This stadium you can find at Queenstown. 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 Okay children. So Basin Reserve is at Wellington. Jade Stadium at Christchurch. Maclean Park at Napier. Eden Park at Auckland, and John Davies Oval you can find at Queenstown in New Zealand. So children, this is very important to learn this, because you must know the name of the stadiums and the places, because question must be asked on the basis of that. So children, please prepare yourself for exam and learn these, all the names and the places, stadium names and the places. Now we are moving to the stadiums in Pakistan. This is our neighboring country. So we are going to learn that stadiums in Pakistan. Indians stadium we have already done, and today we are going to learn about stadiums in Pakistan. Now children, after New Zealand, we will do stadiums in Pakistan. Stadiums in Pakistan, children. Pakistan, as you all know, this is our neighboring country, and many matches would be played over here. And today we are going to discuss about Arbab Nizam Stadium at Peshawar. Arbab Nizam Stadium. So write it down. Arbab Nizam Niaz Stadium. Stadium. Now children, this is stadium you can find at Peshawar. Peshawar, children. Okay, this is at Peshawar. Now our next stadium is the Gaddafi Stadium. Gaddafi Stadium. Gaddafi Stadium. Okay, and this is stadium you can find at Lahore. Lahore. And the next stadium is Ayub National Stadium. Ayub National Stadium. Okay, Ayub National Stadium at Kota. Kota, children. So these three are very famous stadium in Pakistan. So children, learn this, their places, their names: Arbab Niyaz Stadium at Peshawar, Gaddafi Stadium at Lahore, and Ayub National Stadium at Quetta. Okay children, so complete it. Now we are going to do our next stadiums, that is stadiums in South Africa. Okay, stadiums in South Africa. Okay, children, stadiums in South Africa. So children, we are going to start writing stadiums in South Africa. Now this is Kingsmead. Kingsmead, that you can find at Durban. Okay, this you can find at Durban, children. Okay, so write it down. Now the next stadium is Newlands. Okay, Newlands at Cape Town. Okay, this is also a very famous stadium, Newland at Cape Town. Many matches you must have seen many matches at the Cape Town, that Newlands Stadium. Now Centurion Super Sports Park. Next is Centurion Super Sports Park. Okay, now this stadium you can find at Pretoria. Okay, Pretoria, at Pretoria. Okay children, so stadiums in South Africa: Kingsmead at Durban, Newlands at Cape Town, and Centurion Super Sports Park at Pretoria. Okay children, now we are going to write more stadiums, so you just write it down. Now children, we will write more stadium in South Africa. Okay. Now our next stadium in South Africa is New Wanderers Stadium. New Wanderers Stadium that you can find at Johannesburg. Okay, Johannesburg, the place, very famous place in South Africa. So that you can find in Johannesburg. Now our next stadium is St. George Park. St. George Park. St. George Park. This stadium you can find at Port Elizabeth. Port Elizabeth. Okay. So write it down, Elizabeth, and learn this, children, because this is very important. The question must be asked on the basis of that. So children, learn this because this is very important. Where is St. George Park situated? You will write Port Elizabeth. Where is the New Wanderers Stadium situated? That is in the Johannesburg. Okay. So these are all stadium, very famous stadium of South Africa. Okay children. Now we are going to start our next country, that is stadiums in Sri Lanka. Okay, Sri Lanka is also very well known country. It's also our neighboring country, and many matches, many cricket matches, football matches you must have seen on television, which was played in the Sri Lanka. Okay, and the other name of Sri Lanka is Ceylon also. So now children, we are going to study today the stadiums in Sri Lanka. Okay, so stadiums in Sri Lanka we are going to write on the board, and you must learn this. Stadiums in Sri Lanka. Stadiums in Sri Lanka. Stadiums in Sri Lanka, children. So here, Sri Lanka, you just write down. Okay. Now, the first Sri Lankan stadium is Colombo Cricket Club Ground. Colombo, as you all know, this is the capital of Sri Lanka. Colombo Cricket Club Ground. Okay. Cricket Club Ground. It is quite long name, but you must remember this, that is Colombo, at Colombo. Okay. So Colombo Cricket Club Ground, it is situated at Colombo. Okay. Now next stadium is P. Sravanamuthu Stadium. P. Sravanamuthu Stadium. P. Sravanamuthu Stadium. This is also situated at Colombo. Okay. It is also situated at Colombo. Okay. This is our next stadium that is situated at Colombo, children. Now, the next stadium is Sinhalese Sports Club Ground. Sinhalese. Okay. Sinhalese, as you all know, they are native people, Sinhalese, and Tamilian are also living together, Sinhalese and the Tamilians. Okay. Now here children, we are going to write Sinhalese Sports Club Ground. Sinhalese Sports club ground. Sports club ground, children. Club ground. Okay? Club ground. And this stadium is situated at Colombo. This is also situated at Colombo. So children, you must remember there are 3 famous stadiums which you can see in the Sri Lanka, and it is situated in the capital of Sri Lanka. That is, first is Colombo Cricket Club ground, that is situated in Colombo. Now P. Saravanmuthu Stadium, that is also situated at Colombo. Now here Sinley's Sports Club ground, it is also situated at Colombo. Now the next is Gale International Stadium. Gale International Stadium. Okay? Gale International Stadium. Where it is situated? It is situated at the place Gale. So the place and the name of the stadium both are same. So it is quite easy to remember. So Gale International Stadium, now it is situated at Gale in Sri Lanka. Now R. Premadasa Stadium. As you all know, children, है ना? Premadasa, everybody knows. Who? Premadasa Stadium. Okay. Now this R. Premadasa Stadium, that is also situated at Colombo. Okay, children. This is also situated at Colombo. So there are four famous stadium which you can see at the Colombo. The place is Colombo. Now children, we are moving to the next stadium in West Indies. West Indies, as you all know, children, very famous cricket team, and many great matches were played together, India and West Indies. They were very famous, and many times they won World Cup also. So children, stadiums in West Indies, we are going to see that how many stadiums are there in West Indies. Okay, so stadiums in West Indies. So we are going to write West Indies. Okay, West Indies. Now the Sabina Park, Kingston. Okay, Sabina Park, Kingston. Sabina Park, Kingston. So this is Jamaica. The place is Jamaica. Jamaica, children, very famous place in West Indies, that is situated at Jamaica, and the stadium name is Sabina Park, Kingston. Okay. Now our next stadium is Antigua Recreation Ground. Okay, Antigua Recreation Ground. Recreation Ground, children. Recreation Ground. Recreation Ground. St. John's. St. John's. Okay, St. John's. This you can find at Antigua. The place is Antigua. Okay. So this is at Antigua, and the name of a stadium is also Antigua Recreation Ground. This is also stadium name is Antigua. Now the next is the Goanna Cricket Stadium. Goanna, you will write Goanna first. Goanna Cricket Stadium. Cricket Stadium. Goanna Cricket Stadium. So children, here you can see that is Guyana Cricket Stadium, okay, in Georgetown, okay. Now children, here you can see this is Guyana Cricket Stadium, okay. Now at Georgetown, okay, Georgetown, and this is, you can see, at Guyana. The place name is Guyana, and you can see the name of the stadium is also Guyana. And the next is Kingston Oval Bridgestone. Kingston Oval Bridgestone. That you can find at Barbados. Okay. So this is situated at Barbados in West Indies. Now our next stadium is Mindu Phillip Park, Castries. Mindu Phillip Park, Castries. Now this stadium is situated at St. Lucia. Okay, at St. Lucia. Okay, these are all famous stadium of West Indies. Now children, here you can see Sabina Park, Kingston at Jamaica, Antigua Recreation Ground, St. John's, Antigua, Guyana Cricket Stadium you can find at Guyana, Georgetown, that is Kingston Oval Bridgestone at Barbados, and the Mindu Phillip Park Castries at St. Lucia. And then few more, that is the one more stadium you can find at Guyana, that is Albion Sports Complex, Berbice. Okay, so these are the stadium you can see at West Indies. Two more countries are left, stadiums in Zimbabwe and a stadium in United Arab Emirates, that we will discuss in our next video children. So children, learn these stadium and their places because it can be asked in your exam also. So prepare yourself for your examination, upcoming examination. Okay, so children, learn this. We will meet again in our next video. Till then, bye-bye and take care of yourself.